Okay, now we're recording. So
Okay.
happy Thursday. Thanks for showing up. It's a beautiful fall day here in
Here too.
Oregon. How about
Here
where
too.
you are?
It's perfect, Patty. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's just, we were talking right before I started recording this, and Ruth and I both enjoy the daylights out of fall. I mean, it's just wonderful. She said it invigorates her, and that's a really good word. It does with me too. I really, really enjoy it. It's just nice weather. I love to see the colors and on all of the changes that the scenery around me. In the Pacific Northwest, we've got great fall. I don't know, a lot of people say, well, the East Coast is where you need to go. And I have to say, I did go to the East Coast one time to check out fall, and I went on a cruise with my husband and sisters and so on. And we did a fall cruise up the East Coast. And when we got home, I just went, the colors here are just as good, if not better.
There you
The cruise
go.
was fun.
There you go.
So
did you come up as far as Nova Scotia?
I did.
All right.
Yes, it was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it was a great tour. It really was a lot of fun. We got to go out and do some hiking, which is nice because then you really get to enjoy the whole fall atmosphere when you do that. So it was really nice. Yeah, we had a good time. But like I said, the colors were just as good, if not better, when I got home.
Oh, yeah.
So this month on Instagram, I've decided that I'm going to celebrate the fall season, and I put in every other post that I'm doing is a fall picture that I've taken from the Pacific Northwest.
Good.
Yeah, so you'll get to see some.
I love your pictures.
Connect with me on Instagram. You'll be able to see some of my photography.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good.
Okay, so today, any questions first to start with? Ruth, you got any burning?
I did, but I forgot it.
Well, that's not a problem. If you guys have any questions,
I'll write it down.
yeah, just go ahead and put it in the comments below,
Okay.
because I am going to be posting this on the Facebook fan page, so that if you've got questions, go ahead and put them there, and we'll either address them, I'll address them there, or next week when we do another session, okay? So, or if you think about it in the meantime, Ruth, go ahead. I'll check back with you at the end, okay? So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a little bit of training on social media and connecting with people and recruiting people on social media, because there's a right and a wrong way to do this. And I see an awful lot of people doing it the wrong way. They keep throwing links out there in their posts on Facebook, and it's just not appropriate. The only time I ever put a link on Facebook to, like, say, a product or a service or a system or something of that nature, is if I ask the people first. And then I usually send it in a direct message. I don't usually just post a link. Now, the link for, like, say, this training Q&A and training session, sure, I'll put that link out there, because all that is training. It's not like I'm asking for any sales of any sort. It's just helping people out. So that kind of thing is okay to do. But just to slap a link out there on Facebook really isn't appropriate, or LinkedIn or Twitter or anything else, really. It's really considered spamming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I connect with people on Facebook in order to get to know them, have them get to know me, see if it's a good fit before I even ask them, or they ask me usually, what is it you do? And that's really what you want to get at, is having people asking you, what is it you do, and sharing. So what I'll do, and I'll show you how I do this, but first I'll go through kind of the process of this. We all have groups that we belong to in Facebook, and what I like to do is go out, because I mean, we've all, if you've been in network marketing or affiliate marketing for any length of time whatsoever, and especially on Facebook, you belong to all kinds of different groups, okay? Because you've joined a group because you were in this program, you've joined a group because now you're in this program, you've joined a group over here because that looked like a good place to be and connect with people, you know, whatever the case may be, okay? So within that group, what I like to do, and I don't use the term, I like to connect with like-minded people. I mean, that's so worn out at this point. Okay? So, and immediately it turns people off because they know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to recruit them if you do that. And no one likes that. Nobody. Okay? So what I do is I send out an invitation, you know, a connection request. And if they respond to my connection request, then what I do is I thank them for accepting my friend request. And then I send them a little note, not only thanking them, but why that I connected with them. You know, like we're in the same group. And I name the group. So they've got some point of references to, okay, that's how you found me, kind of thing. And it gives you a common bond, which is nice. Then what I do is I tell them a little bit about myself. I tell them that I'm originally from California. I am an Oregonian now. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and I absolutely love it. And then kind of put in a little joke about the rain, because everybody jokes about the rain in the Pacific Northwest. And yes, it does rain a lot. But that's what keeps it nice and green. So I'm okay with that. But anyway, I throw that in there. And then I talk a little bit about, you know, I've been busy with my internet marketing business, been online for over 12 years. And I just put in there another kind of lighthearted, you know, time flies when you're having fun kind of thing, because it has been, you know, over 12 years now. And I think, gosh, that went by really fast, and it did. So, but it gives them also a point of reference of, okay, well, she's been doing this a long time. Okay. And then what I do is ask a question, you know, how's everything going with your business? Because chances are they're in a business if they're in the same group you're in. Okay. If it's marketing related, if it's system related, whatever it is. Okay. And you'll be amazed at how many people respond to the personal message that you put in there. You know, me saying I'm from California originally, but I'm an Oregonian now, been here for a long time. You can put in there about not only who you are, where you live, not address, of course, but just, you know, the general area. You know, I just tell them I'm in Oregon. That's a big state. So although they can look at all that stuff on my profile, I don't really care. But they'll do that too before they connect or, you know, accept my friend request. Is a lot of people will go check out your profile, and they'll get some kind of basis there of who you are. And then when you send this really personal note, I get a lot of responses back saying, hey, thanks for the personal note. And then they'll do the same thing. They'll tell me a little bit about themselves. And then you've got this connection going. You've got this, you know, some kind of rapport. It's not, I don't know this person at all anymore. They know a little bit about me, and now they've shared a little bit about themselves. And once you've done that, you can, and I ask them, you know, how's everything going with your current business? Or what have you been working on lately? You know, that kind of thing. People will come back and share with you. Some will be very general. Some of them are very specific in what they're doing. But it also gives you a really good basis for asking questions. You want to be the one asking the questions. I mean, they can ask you questions too. Great. Answer their questions, but then always end with asking them a question back so that you keep the conversation going. Okay. And then that way they get to start to know you a little bit. And you'll find that there's an awful lot of people out there who have been trying to make an online business work and haven't been able to. And because it's not as easy as all the marketing out there tells you it's going to be. It's not. If you find the right place to find the right people, it makes it a lot easier. So what I'm doing when I do this is I'm kind of sorting through the people. and seeing if what I have to offer is going to be a good fit for them. Some people are happy as clams and doing what they're doing. They're very successful, and that's great. So what I usually do at that point is, if I know that they're not going to probably be someone that I'm going to be recruiting, I'm just making a connection with, I'll offer to swap links for fan pages. I'll ask them, do you have a fan page? And a lot of them do. So I'll say, great. If you don't, would it be okay if we swap links for our fan pages? And I like yours and you can like mine. Would that be okay? And I ask before I ever send a link. I always ask. And I get really good responses back from people. Sure, great. Here's my link. And I go and like their page. And I'll make a comment on something on their page. And then I'll return back and say, love your page, whatever it was that really caught my eye about that page. I'll return back in a message and say, I really liked the way you, whatever it was, or I love your profile picture or anything. Or, it may connect, it may ring a bell with you as far as even where they are. Oh, I went there one time. You live in a place that I'd love to go visit, and just kind of make a personal connection every time that you're going back and forth with these folks. Okay. And it may end there where you just, but all you've done at that point is connected with them on a fan page. And that's great, because that's your audience. That's a whole nother distribution channel for you, is your fan page. So when you share things and share it on your fan page, like whenever I post to Instagram, because I do a lot of Instagram. So whenever I post to Instagram, it automatically posts to my Facebook fan page. So it gets updated a couple of times a day. I don't have to go back in and do that. When I do these training sessions, I promote that on my fan page, but I also promote it on my main page under a list of people that I have called entrepreneurs, so that my friends and family don't see this. Okay. And that's just another way of doing it, where you're doing business even on your personal page, because people really need to connect with you there first, and then you can invite them into your fan page. Because when you first connect with people, you always connect with their personal page, you and them both. You're always connected on that personal page first. So I go over and above and ask them about the fan page, or I can go back and invite them later too. But that's just kind of how I go about connecting with people on Facebook and recruiting. And it does work. I've brought people into my business even recently doing it this way. And I'm going to caution you, don't go out and just hit send request, send request, send request, and do more than probably 10 at a time. So I would limit it to 10 only. Okay. And then maybe an hour or two later, you can come back and maybe do 10 more and see if you've gotten any response. Okay. And if they've accepted it, that's when you turn around and say, okay, nice to connect with you. Thanks for accepting my friend request. That's great. I've met so many people this way. And I connected with you because we were in XYZ group. Okay. And then you tell a little bit about yourself again. I mean, and I actually came up with just a little script thing that I use, but it's the only time I use it, is the very first connection with them. Okay. And that's when they've accepted my friend request and I'm replying back to them saying, nice to connect with you. Thanks for accepting my friend request. And then I go into why I connected with them, who I am, and then I ask them about their business. And I actually do have that as on a notepad where I copy and paste that in using their name. But that's the only time I use any kind of script at all. From that point forward, it's just honest gut communication with people, because that's what you really want. You know, you want to connect with people on a one-to-one basis. You want to make sure that you're actually connecting with that person and you're not getting just blanket replies back from people. And there are some that will do that. They'll give you a thumbs up. Okay, I stop it right there, because they're not going to communicate with me. If I spend all that time going through, you know, thanking them, letting them know why I connected with them, telling them about myself, and then asking them about their business, and they give me back a thumbs up, I'm done. You know, it's not worth it, my time, to pursue it any further than that, because they don't want to make the connection. For some reason, they connected with accepting the friend request that I sent, but they don't really want to communicate, and that's okay. You know, I learned that just don't waste your time, just next, you know, move on, connect with people who really do want to connect with you. And what's really nice about this too is you make a lot of really cool connections with people. And if you get them to like your fan page and you like their fan page, you can keep that connection going, because you never know in the future what it's going to hold. Maybe they decide that, you know, I really like what that person's doing. I've been following them for a while, and I think I really want to connect with them more and find out more about what they do and how they do it. And so it could be a year later. You don't know. So it's really important to make sure that you're making an honest connection with people, okay? So with that said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly what I do so that you can see it live. Okay, so let me share my screen here, and I'm going to grab a sip of water. Okay, so now I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it okay, Ruth?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, so we're in Facebook. This is just I just click on home, and this is my news feed here. So what I do is I come over here to groups and click on it, and they'll show you all your pending invitations for groups first, okay? And what you want to do is, on the ones that you join, you want to take a look at really what the group is, and you decide whether you want to join it or not. I've had these out here for quite a while, and I've just got so many groups right now, I haven't really gone into any more. I will do these as I go, and if I've connected with enough people in one group, I usually move on to another group and start connecting with people in another group. So if you scroll down past the pending invites, you'll come across the groups that you're already in, okay? And there's favorite groups in here, and this is based on your activity within those groups, okay? And then groups that I manage, because I have some groups of my own here, okay? And you'll have the same thing where you've got groups that you actually manage in here. And then it'll come down to groups that you belong to already, your groups, okay? So I went into this one yesterday, network marketing. It's a public group, and you can see it's got 107,000 members. That's a lot of members in there. That's a lot of people to reach out to. If you're going to reach out, and I would say reach out to a minimum of 20 people per day, and do that for probably a couple of weeks, and you're going to see you're going to be really active on Facebook for a while. And it will be, you know, you'll spend maybe an hour a day on Facebook. So if this is a way that you want to connect with people and recruit people and not have to pay for it, this is a great way to do it. Okay, so yesterday I went out to this network marketing group. So we'll just open that one. And in most groups, there will be a pinned thing at the top to tell you about the group itself, usually, okay? If not, there will be a description over here. And then you can see this one, advertising and spamming is allowed, which is odd, really odd. Normally they're not.
All right, I'm joining that one.
Well, you can join it, but if you put notifications on there, beware. I didn't put notifications on. You can see I've got it turned off because I don't really want to get spammed. But there's a lot of people in here, network marketing, that want to come in here and promote things. And so it's a great place to connect with people because there's a lot of people that are not doing really well online. And
okay, so Patty, when you say you connect with people in that group, can you physically show me how you connect with people?
You bet. I'm gonna show you that. Over here on the left, it'll have members, okay?
Where's the left?
Over here.
There you are, okay.
Yeah, it's right here. Or you can go over here and you can see that there's 107,000 plus members here, okay? But what I do is I usually just click on members over here. And this will take a minute to come up because there's so many, okay? And then they'll just be listed here. Now, some of these people I already know, and they know me, so I won't connect with them because I already know them, okay? But let's say this person's a new member. They just got added 2 days ago.
Okay, I see.
Okay? So you can hover over their name, and this will come up. And what you can do is you can click on Add Friend. Just like that, and your friend request is sent. Okay? Now, he's new, evidently, because they want suggestions on friends for him, but I'm not into doing that right now.
But so at the time when you do a friend request, at that time, you can't say why you're asking for it. You just do that after they connect with you.
Right, and I'll go through that process with you, too. Okay?
I'm gonna do a what?
Huh?
Am I getting a little ahead of you?
No, that's okay. That's okay. You're asking, it's like you're feeding the questions to me that I'm going to cover. So good for you. And I did pay her to do this.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you just connect with them. You just add a friend. Okay. And I've already done some, so I don't want to continue doing a whole lot more because I don't want to get shut down. Facebook will shut you down if you do too many friend requests at a time. So like I said, 10 is good. Come back a while later, and what I do is come up here. You can see where it's got friend requests up here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I click on that, these are people that have sent me friend requests.
Okay.
Okay. Not ones that I sent out, but these are ones that people send me. And I always go back to them and ask them what made them decide to connect with me. Because you have to be careful how many you add. You can only add 5,000 people on your personal page. Fan page, you can have as many as you want. But on your personal page, you can only have 5,000. So I don't want somebody who's a widow and hitting on me. And I know, as odd as that is, and as old as I am, it happens. And I'm sure it happens to everybody.
Oh, gosh.
You know, I'm sure it happens to everybody. But that's the kind of thing. Or if they've got, their picture is a military uniform. Well, how many military people do you know would actually take their picture with their uniform on? Not many. So to me, those are fake people anyway. So I just decline those. I just delete the requests. I don't even deal with it. Okay?
So let me ask you something, Patty. You cannot go to your fan page and invite people from your fan page to your fan page. You have to go through your regular page, correct?
You can invite people from your fan page, and I'll show you that, okay? But you have to have that personal connection first before you invite them to your fan page. Okay. This up here at the top, these are people that have accepted the requests that I sent out yesterday, okay? So you can see them here. So I'll deal with these other friend requests later. And like I said, I look at their profile. First, I don't have anything in common with this person at all. Don't know who that is. And by the way, if you're going through your friends, what you can do is if you hit your opposite button, either on your touchpad or your mouse, depending on where you are, you can open that in a new tab. So I go through and I open those links in a new tab so I can go back and, oops, here we go. So like this one here, he's got nothing. He's got absolutely nothing. And why would I connect with this person? I know nothing. He's got nothing in there about himself at all. So I just would delete the request. Now I'm not going to mark it as spam. I don't care. I'm not going to mark it as spam. It's just delete the request and move on. Okay. So that's what these are down here, is people who have sent you a request for a reason, one reason or another. Okay. The ones up here are ones where people accepted my friend request. So I'm going to click on that. And when I do, it's going to give me all these people here. So I'll do the same thing, is I'll open this in a new tab. Okay. So that's what these are up here. And I just did 2 of them just to kind of show you as an example. So now I'm clicking on this guy's page. This is the one that accepted my friend request from Network Marketing Group. Okay. So we're connected as friends, but I'm going to add him to another list. I'm going to put in there entrepreneur, because that's when I post something to my personal page, I will post and use entrepreneur. And that way my friends and family don't see some of the posts that I make on Facebook because they're business related. So that's how I do that. Okay. And then I can create a new list if I want to let him know that it was Network Marketing Group that he came from. But I'm not going to do that with that group. Now, in other groups that I've done, like MLSP, OSP, Online Sales Pro, RevShare, all Super Affiliate Network, all of these other groups that are actual groups of a system or product or service that I've become an affiliate for, I actually do label that. But for this guy, I'm just going to put in entrepreneur. Okay, so now when I send something out on my personal page as an entrepreneur, he'll get notified of that. All right, but I also send him a message. So we're friends on Facebook. Okay, and what I do is I paste in that message that I told you about, and instead of first name, of course, I'll put in there H. Okay, so like I said before, it's just nice to connect with you. Thanks for accepting my friend request. I've met so many people this way. And I believe I reached out to you because we're already members of the same group, Network Marketing, because that's the group I reached out to yesterday. And just a little bit about me. I'm originally from California. My name's Patty, and I'm currently living in Oregon. Love the Pacific Northwest. Yes, even the rain. I've been busy with my internet marketing business and coaching. Coaching my own top marketing students to success for over 10 years. Time flies when you're having a blast. How's everything with your current business? What have you been working on? So I'll just send that now, and I'll wait for him to reply. And then when he replies, then we'll have that real connection, open, honest connection going on, because that's the only script thing that I use. That's it. Okay. So same thing with this person here. I can look a little bit. Okay. So this is a product that they are selling. So I'll come over here and I'm going to add them to the entrepreneur list. Okay. And I will send a message, same message. I'll just paste it in here. And send that off. Now, like I said, when they reply, it will come back through, I can't get rid of that because of the share screen thing keeps getting in the way. When they respond back to me, what will happen is they will it'll come back through either Messenger or, so what I do is I just go see all in Messenger, and a couple times a day I'll come out here and see who has sent me what. Some people are proactive, and before I can even send them this message, they've already connected with me and sent me something. Okay. Okay, like this guy right here. Okay, he's part of the group that yesterday I sent yesterday I connected with, and he connected with me, but he sent me a message before I could send it to him. That's great. So what I'll do is I'll read through this, okay, and I'll take a look at whatever he sent me. Okay, it looks like a YouTube video, and what I'll do is reply back to him with a little bit different message, and the message will be, you know, similar to what I already have, but I will also comment on whatever he sent me to let him know I did see it, I did look into it, okay, so that we make that connection, okay. I won't do that right now, but just to kind of let you know, this is the kind of thing where I did this late yesterday and then logged off the internet, so when I came back in today after swimming, then people have already started contacting me, which is great, because these are the kind of people who are proactive. These are the kind of people who want to make a connection. Now, this connection, it looks to me like, you know, he's got a successful online business. That's great. I'll check into his YouTube video here, okay? And he evidently has got a free digital marketing course, which is nice. I'll check out the video. I'll comment on all that. But then I'll also ask him, you know, this isn't somebody that I would probably recruit because he's already successful. He's already in business. He's doing really, I mean, I can see he's doing fine. So what I'll do here is, in making the connection, when I get back to him and he gets back to me, I'll ask him about, do you have a fan page I can like? And would it be okay if we swapped links for fan pages? And that helps you build your fan page community without spending a dime. All you're doing is connecting with people. And you don't have to run Facebook ads to connect with people and have them like your fan page. You can actually do this. And it really doesn't take but maybe an hour a day, tops, to just start connecting with people. And if you do that, you know, maybe 20 people a day, you know, hit it up in the morning and then again before you log off for the day, and hit it up again in the next morning, and make sure that you connect with the people that have responded to you, okay? And remember, again, those are the ones that were up top on the, oops, excuse me, here we go. They were up top, now they're down here. But yeah, once I connected with all those people, what I'll do is I'll delete this so that I know that I've already connected with them, okay? But that's kind of the process, is I send out the invitations, I come back here, I connect with all the people who accepted my request, okay? And then I go ahead and chat with them, and which I'll be doing with these people. And these are the two that I just sent myself. And so I'll wait for a reply from these folks here. And when I get one, then we'll get the conversation going, okay? So, but you do see that I ask them here too, how's everything with your current business? What have you been working on? You know? And I did that because I wanted to be able to let them know that I'm in business too, but I want to know how they're doing, okay? And it depends on what they come back with in the way of an answer, okay? So that's kind of the process of connecting and recruiting people. I mean, some of these people that I connect with, I started asking them questions like, you know, how are you making your goal? Are you setting goals? Are you making those goals? And if they're not, then I can try and help them. A lot of times, what I'll do is send them off to maybe a blog post that I've done if they ask a specific question. I've had a couple people do that with me and ask a specific question as far as, well, you know, I'm having trouble with traffic, okay? So I'll reply back, hey, I've got this great either training video I'll send them to, or a blog post that I've done, and I'll send them to that and say, this may help you out, let me know. And the more you can do that and help other people, the more they're going to continue to come back to you. I had some guy contact me about, I've got this, traffic is no problem, I'm starting to build a list, but I've got absolutely no clue what to tell them, okay? So I sent him 2 of my recorded training videos, like we're doing here, on how to connect with people on your list. And he got back to me and he thoroughly enjoyed them. So that's somebody I made a connection with. That's somebody that will continue to come back and ask for help, and I'll help them. And the more you help people, the more you're going to be able to recruit people into your business. Because if you, just like anybody else, you find somebody that is knowledgeable in what they're doing and they're willing to help you, why would you not go to them? You know, people join people, they don't join businesses. Okay. So I'm going to go over to my fan page very quickly here, and I'm going to show you how to bring people in. You come over here to your fan page, you go to the 3 dots over here that gives you more options, and you go to invite friends. And by putting people in a list, like I did, like with entrepreneurs, or just depends, you can search them by that. Let's say I wanted to go with the people that were in here, okay? Power lead system, okay? You can come back over here and go, okay, well, I haven't invited this person yet. I'm going to invite this person. Okay, and that's all it is. You click invite. And now you've invited these people to your fan page. And you're already connected with them because they're on your friend list in another list called the Official Power Lead System. So I can invite these people to my fan page just by clicking invite. Okay? And that's how you can also grow your fan page. Okay? So that seems to be it for today. Gosh, we've gone over a little bit here. But if you have specific questions about what we've covered here today, as far as connecting with people on Facebook, and what you're doing is you're going through a sorting process when you do that, because what you want to make sure is that if you find someone who's interested in what you do and what you have, they'll let you know that, okay? And you'll know that once you used to get the conversation started, okay? Somebody says, yeah, I can recruit people, but I'm only making $10 for every person I recruit. Then you can come back, if you have this option, you can come back and say, wow, that's not much for all the amount of work it takes to get someone. You want to make sure that you're making more than $10 per person. I can help you with that. And then they'll come back saying, how? And you'll explain how, and then say, would you like a link so you can learn more about it? And then I usually, I do send them to a capture page, okay? But I let them know this is going to be a capture page, but then it will take you to a sales page where you'll get to see all about it, okay? But if you go to the capture page first and opt in, then you get to be on my list, and I contact people on a daily basis on my list. So that's kind of, I mean, I'm open, I'm honest, I'm straightforward, and it works, okay? So if you have any questions about this, make sure that you put them right below. I'll post this on my fan page, and we'll answer any questions. I'll answer any questions you guys come up with, and we'll have a new topic next week. And Ruth, if you think of your question, go ahead and put it in the comments.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so thank you so much. Sorry it ran a little bit late today, but it's kind of a topic that I wanted to cover and show you both how it works. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you, Patty.
You're very welcome. And so we'll see you next Thursday. Thanks for coming by.
Sure.
And
Thanks.
any comments below, okay?
Okay. Bye, Patty.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.